Hey guys, what is going on? It's Cal and Sal here. What is going on, Sal?
Oh, Cal, it's just great to be with you boys again, and just so happy you guys had to spend the time in the holidays here on the Big Island with us here in Maui. I guess it's not technically the Big Island, but I like to think of it as a Big Island. And just been a wonderful time having you and Jay with me. Just a fantastic time.
We've definitely been enjoying the sunshine, the surf. It's been just fantastic. I can't thank you enough for having
I
us
left
out
you
here.
boys out a couple of boards this morning near the cabana. Did you guys get that final set in?
Yeah, we definitely did. We're heading out later tonight, but we definitely had to get out in the waves again. I was going to tell you it was Sunday night just after we went and did our Blazing 5 and we saw the final results last week. I was out there paddling. The sun was starting to set because it's still a little early here in Maui.
Beautiful evening.
But anyway, so the sun's starting to set, and I just looked out there, and after going 2-5 last week in the Blazing 5, I just thought about paddling out.
Oh, Cal, now don't do that.
No,
there's some tiger sharks. You get about 5 miles off the coast.
But it was really calling my name.
You'd be shark bait out there.
I just saw the horizon, and it just really was calling my name out there. But
well,
I came
I understand
back
why you didn't want to come back to shore, Cal.
I did not want to have to own up to what we did last week.
Cal, you've got such great strength of character. You're going to bounce back. This was just a setback.
Yeah. Well, we did try a new strategy last week of picking all the underdogs, so I can't really say I would recommend that after going 2-5. But this week we're going back to our basics. We're sticking to the fundamentals. We had a couple bad beats, but I think we got to stick to them. Eventually it's going to level out.
So we're going back to basics.
We're going back to basics.
All right.
And we got a lot of confidence in these, so these are more in line with our standard strategies.
I think we should do it.
So let's go for it. Week 17 here, last regular season Blazing 5. Here we go.
Let's kick some butt this weekend.
Let's do it. So we got Buffalo versus Miami. We're actually going to be taking Buffalo as the 1.5 favorites. This line just seemed a little low to me. I think at 1.5, I feel like Josh Allen's going to be playing. He's not going to be sitting. Buffalo still has enough to play for here where they're not going to be resting any starters. I already looked into it. The coaches confirmed that. So I think Miami, southern team going up north into Buffalo, 50% chance of precipitation, and it's going to be projected 37 degrees. Those southern teams, we saw it last week, Titans and at the Packers. Those southern teams just don't play well in the cold elements. I know Miami's got a lot to play for, but I just think Buffalo's going to be too good. They're going to shut them out. Division rivals. I don't think anything would make them happier than to shut out the Dolphins out of the playoffs. What do you think there, Sal?
Well, of course, I've been really impressed with that quarterback of the Bills, and he reminds me of a young Aaron Rodgers. Doesn't quite have the same footwork in my view, but has a great arm and has a great vision, field, a good sense of his receivers downfield, and stays in the pocket well. Just has a real command and presence in the huddle and on the field. So I agree with you. Bills are a good choice. And don't get hung up on that word precipitation, because that's not a word a guy from California uses very much.
No, not too often, I got to be honest with you.
You rarely use that word.
No. I think here at Cal and Sal, we had Josh Allen in our top 3 quarterbacks going into the season, 8-9 weeks ago. We mentioned it in a pod, and I've been high on in the past 2 seasons.
That has been no surprise to Cal and Sal.
I think at the time, there was some backlash on someone commented, they said, Josh Allen, a top 3 quarterback, and now it's like, yeah, he is a top 3 quarterback,
Yeah, there's no surprise there.
So I'm not surprised at all the Buffalo season they're having, and I think they'll actually be a pretty dangerous team in the playoffs. But anyway, on to our next matchup. So our next one's going to be Cincinnati versus the Ravens. Cincinnati, we're actually picking here at plus 13.
Yeah,
they've been playing teams tough.
They've come every Sunday ready to play some football.
They sure do. I've liked what I've seen out of Baltimore lately. They did end up covering against the Giants, 14 versus the 11-point spread. But this is a Cincinnati home game. I think if anything, I could see Baltimore getting out to an early lead, but I think Cincinnati would probably come back and cover this because plus 13 is just a huge spread.
I've been real impressed with the Bengals. They've been playing hard. They lost their young quarterback, but that has not impacted their spirit. And I expect that they will come through for us this next Sunday.
And it's a divisional game, so there's probably a little more rivalry on the line. They'll probably try to keep it close.
That's right.
So that's our take there. We're also going to go. The next one's going to be Giants plus 3 over Dallas. This is a pretty big game for both teams. Washington currently is the division leader there, but if they slip, either one of these teams could take the title. So Giants have been on a 3-game losing streak, but they've been playing some great teams. They played the Browns, the Ravens, and they played another good team. I'll have to double check that. But needless to say, so they've been on a losing streak lately, but I think they're bound for a bounce back game here.
They've got Daniel Jones at QB.
Daniel Jones is back in. I like that defense.
We've been high on that defense all season.
Dallas has been on a hot streak, but they've been beating terrible teams. So take that with a grain of salt.
That Andy Dalton's playing. That young fellow is coming around.
He's looking pretty good. I thought I'd written off Dallas at the start of the season when they went 1-4 with Dak, but they're looking pretty good with Dalton, and that is not good for Dak's contract negotiations. I worry about that. When your backup comes in and plays better than you, that's not good. But either way, I think the Giants. I'm not a huge Dalton guy either. So I think the Giants can cover that.
Yeah, we were comfortable. Not comfortable. These are all on knife edge, but we're going to go with we're giving the Giants a nod on this one.
Yep. So our next one, we're going to be picking Chicago plus 5.5 versus Green Bay. We are huge Green Bay fans, as you know. We mention it every week. I feel like. But at the same time, Green Bay has a tendency to slip up in these kind of games where there's something that you could win here, but it's not life or death. They have potential to clinch the first round bye, but there's always that seed of doubt. It's like, well, do we really need it? Do we really need to make that extra block, that extra tackle? I feel like the Green Bay mentality is still soft. I'm saying Tennessee came in and laid an egg. Their southern team came up into the snow. They didn't have it, but Chicago's built for these kind of climates. And at plus 5.5 in a must-win game for Chicago, I think they got more to play for. They're going to play harder, and Trubisky's been playing well, and I like that defense and Montgomery. Your thoughts there, Sal?
Well, I feel the same way. I remember in the North Central Championships, I had an endorsement deal with Brunswick in my bowling career, and I had just inked my contract for the following tour, and so I was standing to make some significant, well, at least in bowling, professional bowling terms, money. And I did let my guard down in the North Central Championships, and that young fellow in lane number 9 came through, and he threw 3 perfect games in a row, and my dreams of the title went down with that. But I still got my contract. But I see the same thing happening here. You've got a favorite, and then you've got someone with a lot of, like the Giants got a lot to play for, and I'm going to give them the nod.
I think you mean the Bears, but yes.
I'm sorry, the Bears. Excuse me.
Yeah, I think the striker in lane 9 could be coming dangerous here.
I meant to say the Bears. Thank you.
No, so I totally relate to that. Yeah. All right, and then our 5th and final pick is going to be the Tennessee Titans over the Houston Texans at minus 7.5. This is a pretty big spread, so it's there's always the risk of a backdoor cover. But I really haven't seen any signs of life out of the Houston Texans in the past 8 weeks of the season.
No, they've been MIA. They've been missing in action.
They're kind of I don't know. They fired their coach. They're just kind of a demoralized franchise. Deshaun Watson got that big contract, has not lived up to it at all after the departure of
that
DeAndre
wide receiver,
Hopkins,
DeAndre Hopkins.
And you're seeing just kind of the team starting to fall apart here. And if anything, I think they're probably playing for a draft pick at this point. So maybe they'll even be resting some players that have minor tweaks and bruises. So I think the Titans here, they got a lot to play for, playing for their playoff lives, potentially for the AFC South.
Yeah, I see title. Derrick Henry coming out of that cold Lambeau frozen tundra, coming back down into the warmer climates and just having a great day.
Yeah, they laid an egg last week up in Lambeau, but I think those southern teams just never play well in the snow. So I think,
and those Titans have a lot to play for.
So yeah, I think you're probably getting a little benefit of the doubt here from Vegas because after that Tennessee Titans performance, they're probably losing a few points.
Yeah. So
I think this seems like a pretty good bet here. It is big spread, so take it with a grain of salt, but we like the Titans here in this matchup.
We sure do.
And so we'll be coming out soon with some playoff picks and best playoff odds for the Super Bowl. But as far as the Blazing Five, we might do, I guess, our playoff picks each week. But
we're looking to do some playoffs.
This will be the closing.
Keep people listening, and we'll do some more. We'll all have an interest in the playoffs as they start to shape up for us. We know who's all going to be the players, and Cal and Sal will be doing our best to give you some thoughts about those playoff predictions.
And hopefully we can redeem ourselves for last week because that was 2-5.
We apologize. We do apologize.
2-5. We did go against our strategy. To be fair, we said.
To be fair, we took all the underdogs.
We did go with the underdog swing, which we figured may pay off, but obviously you got to stick with your gut.
We tried to get cute. Cal and Sal tried to get a little cute.
We went against.
We're going back to basics. We went
against our principles last week, so hopefully we turn around. Go 4-1 or 5-0 this week.
So I got the crew. They're all gassed up. They told me the Gulf Stream's ready. You boys have a flight out later today. Yeah. So I wish you a very safe trip home. I told the crew to pick up, it's okay, burn a little extra avgas and get you home a little sooner tonight. I told them it was okay to, if they want to inch the throttle up a little, that's okay.
Well, thanks so much, Sal, for having us.
And
out
we
here.
just love
really
you.
loved
We just
it.
love having you here at the place, and hope you enjoyed the cabana and the amenities that we had to offer you.
Oh, it's been fantastic. Thanks so much for all your support of the channel as well.
All right. And just have a happy new year, and hopefully 2021 is going to be a much better year for all of us.
Yeah, let's hope so. All right, see you guys. Peace.
Peace out.